So I'm gonna show you my small front bed, and on that front bed we have some perennials that were here, and I added phlox, and I added phlox, and I added what else? Oh, the Shijane Spirit Echinacea. And since I added both, I think it's been 2 years. Then we have a small space on the side and in front of the bed that we plant marigolds, usually the African variety, and they're shorter. They get to 12 inches, so they're great for beds, garden beds. And then I also plant petunias, and I typically use like this broken terracotta pot, and you know, like it's broken and it just lays there, and kind of like the petunias overflow from the container kind of thing. So I've been doing that for like 3 years already, and I always tend to go for the same petunias because I get a lot for what I pay for. I think, in my opinion, they typically are a wave petunia. They come in 4 packs, and I buy it at a local farm that has a garden center, and they grow certain things, and that's one of the things that I typically buy every year, the wave petunias. And usually I go for a mix that has white, purple, and fuchsia, or some hybrid type of petunia that has, you know, like polka dots or something like that. And maybe I'll buy crazy tunia or you know, something else. But the point is that I've been growing those petunias for already, this is the 6th year here in this property. It's a rental. I don't head those petunias as much, you know. I'm not as thorough all the time as I am maybe in my containers, for example. And you know, there's always some petunias that you will miss. Okay, so since that's been happening, then my petunias have been able to go to seed, and they have since last year. And I don't know if the year before or not, but especially like last year and this year, they have reseeded. This year even more so. Now they take a little moment, and this year I got the petunias, but I used them in another container that I made, and I haven't gotten to plant my petunias this year. And the marigolds, I have them still in 4 packs. And can you believe that I have so many petunias right now that it's unbelievable? It's really unbelievable. They have reseeded, so I have 3 colors right now coming out in the bed. I have white. I have a very particular color that I think that it even might have evolved and been like created, that color here in the garden with the bees and the pollination and all of that. So it's kind of like a fuchsia with purple. It's really, really beautiful. And I have that mix of petunias growing there, and I want to show you how they look. You need to learn how to identify them when they are in seedlings, and then leave them. It will like a mess of weeds and petunias might like happen, you know, within them. But if you just, you know, let it be, and then you will be able to have those petunias. They will establish, and then you can, you know, move them if you need to, because they tend to come wherever they lay. And you know, it doesn't have a definite super nice form, you know, like, or design itself. It's just reseeding. So let me show you real quick. We have here still a lot of weeds in the garden, but this is the bed. We have iris, this, and this, and this is the Echinacea Shijane Spirit, which I believe this is like the third year. It has a lot of blooms. I love this echinacea very, very much. It's like a nice mix. So we also have a lot of reseeding echinacea because I leave my seed heads. I leave a lot of them if I don't harvest them. So this is I'll show you all the reseeding because I also have these Johnny Pop-Ups that are just popping every single where. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about the weeds. Like you will have a lot of weeds. I mean, at least that's how I get to know if I have my reseedings or not, and I am okay with waiting. Okay, this is another weed, but within this petunia I have an echinacea, and within all these petunias I have an echinacea reseeding. Same thing there and here. Okay, so all this is reseeding. Again, I don't deadhead as much here, but this is the color that I think that was like created here. Look how beautiful. I haven't bought this color per se, so that's why I think it comes from here. And I sometimes buy the one that it's like purple veined petunia, and this seems like a vein petunia but with a different color, and it can happen. Look at this one too. Like, look at the veins, and then like the beautiful color. I think that's super cool. And then look what we have here, a white one. So look at the white. Look at this purple. All of these are petunias. And then over here, that's a lot of weeds, but Johnny Pop-Ups, echinacea, and more petunias, even the white. But then take a look at this cluster here and this cluster here. So reseeding petunias, this is not a reseeding petunia, but this is. That's a reseeding petunia, reseeding petunia, reseeding petunias, small petunias too. Okay, now here you have weeds and you have petunias. So, you know, sometimes it's just a little bit hard to manage, but I think it's worth it. Look at all these reseeding petunias still coming out. Like, it's insane. And over here. So we have white and we have the other colors too. Like, I absolutely love it. And then look, I didn't plant this year. So this is a free Petunia Johnny Pop-Up garden. It's amazing.